Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good weekend, and talk about spirituality. I'm an artist and spiritualist. I thank you so much for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, I thank you for your presence. I thank you for your likes, your comments, your sharing, for your donations if you can. And if you want a private consultation, you can send me an email. I'm going to talk about the elementals, but first we do need to achieve as much as possible this embodiment of our divinity, which is the realm of supremacy, truth, beauty, and goodness. It's an attainment of service. And we're getting much assistance as we grow. We are able to integrate. For everything and everyone has a divine consciousness, and in truth, that's all there is. Everything else is part of a process of evolution. And so, to discuss a little bit, to pay tribute to the great elementals, this divine consciousness is that of the Christ, of course. I just want to, so I bring that up. For those great elementals are the air, the fire, the water, and the earth. And there is the Elohim. We have an Elohim and a diva, an angelic God, an angelic elemental that coordinates all those elements within ourselves, the salamander that can reignite, from the 0 point. Let's move to 0 point, where it's like time stops and life begins. We ask this salamander within ourselves to ignite and upgrade all our electrical systems. We ask the Ondine to uplift all the watery systems within ourselves, all the watery, or all the fluids and all the watery systems. We ask the selves to fill with love all of the air between the atoms and the cells and so on. And then we ask the gnomes to repair all of those part of our whatever cells or organs that may still be suffering. But so it's like those beings are very, very tiny, but they are divine consciousness. They're like the mini moi, so to speak. They're very, very small. But as we expand in our consciousness, we become aware of the divinity of Mother Earth, our beloved Mother, with more care and respect. So when you walk into nature, be careful not to just walk in there, because you never know. You may be stepping into like countless lives that are living there, those little people. So the nature spirit and the elementals ask permission before entering a forest, for instance, or when it's like a pure nature, and then please open the way for me, and then they will all be aware, and you will find much more connection with nature when there is and this is the same with gardening. Before you do any form of gardening, inform nature 15 minutes before of what you're going to be doing. For a lot of those people, those beings, those entities are all part of the legends or the nature spirit, like unicorns and dragons and the mer people and all that. But they're really they're very powerful. They're real beings. They're not legends, and they will return. It's just when men went into third dimension, the mechanization and the industrialization, they had to withdraw into the fourth dimension or above. I'm having a hard time connecting with my fairy here in the city. It's like I have to open tunnels so she can come in, and I'm going to go see them, because I have a fairy that I'm working with. And so the dragons, of course, there was dragons that were polarized and turned into the power and all that. So those were, they will be eaten up and consumed by the light. But there were also ascended dragons that are the guardian of the sacred fires. Connect you with your ascended dragon, for it is very. It is very important to look beyond the surface of things, to look, because there is the surface and there is the inner planes. And when you look at people, rather than looking just at the physical appearance, see what comes out of their mouths. It's far more important than the appearance. The heart and soul. It's a lot more than the body. The body is like, some people may have a body that's not like the most beautiful in terms of what the standards of society, but has a lot of love and kindness and all that to share. When there are some people that are very beautiful, but as soon as they open their mouth, say, I wish you didn't speak, because you're like kind of blowing it. But so there is many so it's like go go with your heart in any event, with everything. But there are many mystical creatures that used to live on the earth that had to withdraw. Yes, I talked about that. So I also want to talk about channel messages. There's a lot of channel messages. Some of them they have deformed. There's like distortion in them, and it's not always clear and clean. And then there are some that are just for certain groups, like Vini Vidi Vici. Don't waste your time if you. But there's good support, and it allows the higher, those on the galactic and the higher planes to communicate, and there are more and more and more. So it is a good support system. And your heart, your inner divinity, and your guidance takes precedence over all other consideration. And I was speaking about the Felidae, the cats. I love the cats, but I also love the dogs. It's like I didn't mean to say for the dog lovers. And both the little cats and little dogs, there's many labels, many models in every. They were designed by the cat people at the fall of Atlantis, the cat geneticians, the Pashat, so they as company for humanity, because they knew it was going to be a long journey. So always return to 0 point and then stop time and start this life from there. Everything from the true abundance of heaven. And because I was been working in Paris, and I made some good contact. It was nice. I'm going to return there today. But the majority of souls are very fine with 3D life. They're completely unaware of the necessity to prepare themselves for ascension. Yet we're here because if we are not here, like all the light workers, the star seed that come from the higher plane, the Earth would have never survived the shift. We wouldn't be here. So thank you so much, and we'll continue to do our work, because without us, the whole of humanity, we're going to try to qualify as many people as possible for this ascension. It's really one step at a time. Also, when sometimes I always receive information from my I am presence, my God self. But the I am presence is not something in terms that people can understand. So now I have more tendency to say I'm receiving information from the Holy Spirit. They're two different entities, but they're very similar in purpose and wisdom. It is the Spirit of God, supreme intelligence, and so pay attention to what comes from there and trust that. Well, I also want to ask God to protect humanity from all the nightmares that all those people are creating. And there's far more, when you look at the Hollywood movies, there are far more dystopies and brutalities and violence than love and utopies. But they know not what they do. They're driven by fame, by power, by money. And so, but there's a great shift of everything is going to be deconstructing. So we'll see how it unfolds. It's going to be interesting to see. We're going to continue to participate in that, because we start to see on the medias and so on, many people are starting to positioning themselves against the dark matrix of control in favor for the light. They may not be enlightened yet, but they know that they don't want that form of sophism and propaganda. Never forget that God is the only power. He's all powerful. He plays all sides. It's like a paradoxal, but it's like he loves the fight between dark and light, because he knows that everybody grows from there. But he's mostly hands off. He allows sometimes if you want something, he has so many ways to make things happen, depending on his own will. But so it's like. Because he knows that through all experience, regardless of the choice, everybody will learn, will grow, and will evolve. Because God only wants the truth, the beauty, the goodness. God doesn't want anything else, yet he allows the shadows. For God is only beauty, truth, and goodness. God cannot be imperfection, it cannot be shadows, it cannot be darkness, but he plays the role of darkness and ignorance as an illusion, a passing shadow. And because God is very interested in every story, even the smallest beings, even the insects, even the stars, the human beings, the animals. God is interested in all things and support all things. But as far as human beings, those on 3D, God is very interesting and support them. But as we make leap of consciousness and we ascend into our own divine light, we attract a lot more interest from the higher planes. For a long time, humanity wasn't that interesting to the higher planes, and then the Earth sends this help, help. And so everybody is, okay, we're going to check it out. And so many of us incarnated down here. But now we're getting a lot more interesting to the higher planes. And so... for God is only light and perfection, love, light, and perfection. Yet he allows all that to unfold because it's His plan. So trust the plan of the Creator and be only light. Be only light. For time is given for all souls to choose love and to move into alignment with the will of God, the will of Source, the truth. And realize that there is always the eyes of truth and so many spiritual beings that are always observing all that is. So we're tested and challenged. So we're not expected to be perfect. We're expected to blend in, to integrate our human and divine nature, the surface reality, with the inner self. So hope, forgiveness, and gratitude is very continue to cultivate that. And but no earthly power can ever interfere with the law of God, the law of cause and effect. So that is, and God can have many ways to intervene in any way He wants to at any given time. For this planet, it was created as a galactic library. It was seeded with many information, technologies, being from many civilizations, and it will become the Garden of Eden that it was created, this paradise that it was created to be. After the ascension, it will become a hub and an interdimensional portals where all kinds of extraterrestrial will be able to come to commingle. We are at the edge of the galaxy, which opens the portal to Andromeda and Triangulum and all kinds of other realms. But yeah, the galaxy is very big. There are thousands, there is a trillion civilization within our own Milky Way and the little associated galaxies. So just for now, we're learning our local universe. It's about 10 million civilizations. It's the star cloud of Nebadon. It's a magnetic universe on the edge of the galaxy. And then we'll make contact with other local universe, and then we'll expand our consciousness to the local sector before we move into full galactic consciousness and universal consciousness. The observer of the day is may the truth be. The truth will come out. So just allow the inner truth, allow your inner truth to always be primal to anything that, not the truth of the mind and the ego, but the truth that is self-revealed. And there are many truths. Truth and facts are two different things. The facts are the linear process. The truth is something that undiscussable and unquantifiable. Sometimes it cannot even put into words, depending on what level of truth we are receiving. And the highest wisdom is a solid foundation. We have, the values we have is really creating the foundation to build this house of light, this home of love. What we need to understand is the time of the nap. Maybe it's resting. Maybe I'm not going to go. Maybe I'm going to stay home today. I don't know yet. It's about resting, integrating. What we need to do is the tribe. So maybe I should go. I should go out. This is connecting to people that are similar. Well, I do cross in the street people that are full of joy, and I attract them. They're like, they come and tell me a joke. I don't know them, and it's like, we attract what as we advance our frequency. When we move into a place where there's a lot of people, we have a tendency to attract that which we resonate with. And the outcome is the crossroad. We're really at the crossroad. There is really the time of choice, and there is so much that will be shifting. We'll see when we get to the crossroad, we'll determine which direction we want to go into. I'm going to pull a card with the Akash. Partir or voyager, living or traveling. So it's I'm ready. My luggage are ready. I'm not really sure when and how I'm going, but I'm going. I'm ready. I hope you because we have to be light. We have to be flexible. The card of the day is not to be mean and heavy like the world. To tune into this, de-densify yourself. To really. I'm going to pour. The highest wisdom is the asylum. For this mean and heavy, the world can be mean and heavy sometimes. It's not God that does that, it's the human ego. So just do not be like that. The highest wisdom is the asylum, to find this inner peace, this place of peace within yourself. What we need to understand is the turning point. It's really a new, we're turning from a really cold street into a sunny side of the sunny road. what we need to do is amusement, having fun. So it's like, well, definitely work on that. And the outcome is totally banana. It means that you can come out of the box. You can, it's like the absurd in all things. Everything we're experiencing at this end of the cycle, there is a lot of things that are completely, totally bananas. Huh? So just don't pay attention to all the. There's so many bizarre things that are going on, and so, but you don't have to. It's good to be logical and to have a sense of things, but sometimes we have to break the box. We have to stay within the frame of our reality of what God wants for us, but we have to come out of our limitation in terms of sense, all kinds of sensibility, and so to be stronger, to be more detached, to be more neutral in terms of. And so it will be some things may be totally banana, but we'll go with the flow. We'll allow the divine to guide us, and in trust, in love, in gratitude. And so, my friends, I'm going to sing a song and pull out a few more cards. Thank you so very much for your likes, your sharing, your comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and for your donations. I'm going to sing this song. It's a very romantic song. It's called Everything I Do. It goes like this. Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, and when you find me there, you will search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. Don't tell me that. Oh, I'm sorry. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there, all the time, all the way, yeah, yeah. Oh, you can tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. Yeah, I would fight for you, I'd lie for you, walk the wire for you, I'll die for you. You know it's true, everything I do it for you. Sorry, I was completely somewhere else for like a moment. I was like, whoa, I wasn't here. I was like completely somewhere else. It's like very romantic song from Brian Adams, I think. I'm gonna pull a few cards to finish. Hope you're having a good weekend. Do not hesitate to contact me if you need anything. The observer of the day is the learning process. Right? We're going through a learning process. It's a preparation phase. The highest wisdom is happiness. Do whatever brings you joy. Find things that bring you joy, happiness. What we need to understand is the doubts. The doubts will slow us down. What we need to do is rest. So we're going back to the idea of rest, recuperation, integration. And the outcome will be hope. Hope, faith, gratitude. And once we overcome the doubts, we'll find potentiality. We'll see all kinds of potential that will open before us. We'll find choices, many choices. We always have to make choices, and we'll find righteousness. And we do want to understand that the more we are sincere and honest and true, the more we'll be in alignment with our higher self. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.